I'm Melanie. Nice to meet you. Welcome to my space. My space. I'm a bit of a goofball, so you'll probably get that from if I come into the class. You'll see that I'm a little bit goofy. I'm a little bit. I like to have fun. I've been part of Magic Box since April. It's been a godsend for me because it's helped me jump some hurdles in my artistic growth that I haven't been able to really jump in many years. I was a CG animator for 19 years. I worked a bunch of studios. But during that time I didn't draw much. I did life drawing and gesture drawing, but that was about it. And then my studio closed down 2 years ago, and I came home to sort of be mom to my kids and figure out the next big thing I want to do with my life. And I started drawing again, and oh my god, I love it! This is what I started. My passion started with drawing, and now suddenly I'm 20 years into my career in my life, and I'm like, I gotta be drawing again. It's like my dream is to find a way to draw every single day for my job. And I've discovered through this process that I really want to do picture books. And I wanted to create my own stories and do picture books. And I've been working really hard for that. I joined I can't say it, SCBWI, Swibby. But I joined it, and I started I have a little group, critique group that I got into, and I have a conference that I'm hitting up in March that I'm not ready for because I bought a portfolio review. And I'm trying to work on a personal project right now, my Fiddler on the Roof project, which I showed you a piece from that for one of my pieces. And yeah, that's what I want to do. I love animation, and I certainly wouldn't mind going back and doing more of that, but I didn't draw for 15 years. So everything you see that I've done, that's me having to relearn how to do everything in the last 6 months. So you asked about weaknesses, and I would say my big weakness, artistic weakness, is that I'm pretty decent with draftsmanship. I'm pretty okay with, I know how to tell stories for the most part. I know composition ideas, and I know color theory. What I don't know is I never learned how to finish and really get something to a professional polished level. So for me, every single piece I showed you guys is still in the works and still unfinished because I've only been working at this now for I guess since April. So I have this disconnect. So I know how to start drawings. I know in my mind how to craft them, but then getting them to that final polish, I need help and tools and resources. So and I'm a little impatient too, because as an animator, I'm used to a faster turnaround a little bit in terms of getting stuff in front of someone else. I'm used to showing people a rougher state than I think you can with picture books and doing final illustrations. So yeah, so I would say that's one of my weaknesses. And my strength is that I do have all this cool knowledge in my head that I just haven't really accessed. And I'm really collaborative, and I love asking questions. Even though I've been doing this forever, animation, I have a lot of knowledge that I from osmosis and just being in the industry and stuff. I'm not a pushy person that way. I'm way excited to be a student. I love asking questions. I'm a big question. I'm not afraid of asking questions. I'm really good at helping other people ask questions. So if someone's struggling in a collaboration and they need help, it's instead of being all dogmatic and being like, well, you should do X, Y, Z, blah, 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 blah. I'm more about like, well, what do you want to do? And how do you want to, what is it you want to push? And I'm really good at drawing people out because I can be sometimes a little talky, chatty, chatty, chatty. So I think that's a strength of mine. I'm also, the failure thing is really important to talk about because when you ask that question, I've been around for a while, so I was like, does he mean political career failure? Does he mean does he mean relationship failure? Does he mean what kind of financial failure? Oh no, he means artistic failure. So what's your relationship with failure? And my relationship is it happens a lot. I used to have a really thin skin. I used to be one of those people you talk about in your cheat sheet, where people who were like self-defeating, and I think being in the industry kind of cures you of that, because after a while you either have to be confident about what you do and then know what you know and then know what you don't know. So failure for me is just like, okay, well, start over. Time to figure out, okay, what did I do wrong? For me, nothing is really a failure so much as it's just a setback. So, you know, I've done a lot of failing. You know, like I've applied to grants. I don't get grants. I've up on a picture or on an animation and it didn't come out the way I wanted, and you move on, right? You just go to the next one. That's kind of my thing. So failure in me, nobody likes it. I'm not going to sit here and try to like tell you that I love failing, because I don't. But I'm not, it doesn't kill me. Like you don't have to scrape me off the floor with it. Tough love, criticism. I've been in the industry forever, so I can go as strong, tough. You can be as tough on me, or you can be soft. I'm not a wilting violet. I can take it. I got a really thick skin. thick. And I like good criticism. I don't like mean people. Because I got a lot of I've been around a lot of that too, and it's not cool. And Muppet. Okay, so I love two Muppets. I love a lot of Muppets, but I love Rizzo and I love Gonzo. Rizzo because he's sarcastic, because there's a little bit of sarcasm in me, but I love Gonzo because he's such a dreamer. He's like my ultimate positive. He's the guy I want to be, right? He's the Muppet I want to be. Rizzo's the one I'm probably sometimes a little bit more of, so I kind of balance the two out. Oh, and Janice, because she's just so fabulous. I can get it.